What's going on, guys? It's your boy James, the Forex Prince, back at it again over here at Beastly Trader. Listen, if you're ready to trade like a pro, make sure you like and save this video and get started on your journey, and let's get focused on success as a trader. Alright, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to trade news. And if, like I said, you're interested in things like this, make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you check that noti bell so you don't miss no future updates. Alright, so before we get into the video, I just want to give you some tips on how to place the best stop loss. Alright, so you want to place the best stop loss, right? So it's an essential strategy. It's simple. A lot of people forget about it. All right, so I'm going to try to give you 3 tips on how to make sure you use the stop loss to better your advantage and, help you make some more money. All right, first, always place your stop loss at the point of invalidation. What I mean by is candle exhaustion. If you don't know anything about candle exhaustion, check it up on YouTube. But if you don't, comment down below and we can talk about it. But candle exhaustion is basically when you see the market go, all right, time to switch or do something. And then that is when you put your stop loss. All right, invalidation is not just any random place. It is where you put your stop loss, where you are. It's where your stop loss hits. You are fully wrong on your trade. All right, so that's what a stop loss is, and that's what it means. If a point of invalidation and price hits it and continues through it, you were wrong. Just accept it. That's what it is. That's where you want to put your stop loss. All right, so you don't always have to have a random fixed stop loss, but always place it above or below your major support or supply and demand structure levels, which is also support and resistance levels. So if you look on here, you see it's a 10 pip fix resulted in a loss if you would have put it right there. But if you would have placed it under recent support, it would have been a 15 pip invalidation stop loss, and you would have resulted in a win. So that's tip 1. Now keep going. Second, have a SL limit. How much does your pair move on average? I trade Euro USD. On average, it moves 40 pips. All right. If it moves 40 pips on average, then you don't want to have a 40 pip stop loss, which is just 1 to 1. You want to minimize that so it's like a 5 to 8 pip proper stop loss, so it can help you decide on a proper number. You want to make sure you want to get the grit. So I know if I can move 40 pip on average, I should be in range of like maybe 10 to 15 pip stop loss outside of the validation zone, and then boom, I'm back in. So last tip, if your stop loss can be placed at an invalidation point while being below your required number, just smash the trade. So basically what it is the biggest mistake traders makes is they always wait for a tighter stop loss, which results in missed trades of a stop loss. So to ensure that you are systematic, just take the trade if it meets your criteria. So what I'm meaning is, if you see the trade happening but you don't have enough time to put the stop loss, but the trade is right where you need to enter, then put your stop loss. Because, like I said, it could go either way and you could lose your money, but have that on your mental that I have to put my stop loss. All right? So, like I said, if these tips help you, make sure you comment down below and say they helped. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, the biggest things that traders want to try to do is they want to try to trade news. Alright, if you look here on the calendar, this is May 1st. So this is the news of May 1st. And I'm just going to try to explain this in as less big words as possible. Alright, so here in America, that's where I live, we're taught economics in school. So learning economics is like learning news. We're taught what news articles mean what. We're taught also what days for news mean what. So when looking at this here on this screen, it may look foreign to a bunch of people, but I am going to explain this for the people who trade Euro USD or USD pairs. All right, so ISM manufacturing pair. It says, right, that it's high impact news that they were expected to get 468, but instead they got 471, which means they got a big push, right? Last year they got 463. So let's say you were to get let's say you were to be on the chart and look at that. That's 46 pips, right? Cool. So let's say you were to look at that chart and say, okay, I'm going to draw a zone around this time. This is 10 a.m. on a Monday. I'm gonna draw a box around this zone, and at 46 up and 46 under, I'm in. Cool. That works too. You can do that. That works too. You can do that, but what I highly suggest you do is just look at the chart and try to understand the news. Manufacturing means that you have to make, all right? And in order to make, you have to spend. And if you have to spend, that means you have to take a loss, all right? So what does that mean that that's going to make the pair do? It's going to drag the dollar down, right? So we're going to anticipate a down move, but we're also going to go to the higher time frames and confirm that a down move can happen. All right, so let's go ahead, let's try to go to our chart and let's go ahead and grab that. So we're going to go into trading view, we're going to pull up Euro USD, and we're going to look at May 1st. All right, I haven't rehearsed this isn't scripted. If I'm wrong, but let's just check, right? So boom, Euro USD, let's come to the daily and let's try and get everything in order. May, we're gonna come down to the 4-hour, right? The first. Let's come drop down to the hourly because we can't zone in. So we need to go to the first. May 1st, right? Let's try to find 13. We're May 1st. Okay. May 1st, 10 a.m., right? May 1st, 10 a.m., right? May 1st, 9 a.m. May 1st, 10 a.m. Let me zoom in so y'all can see that. Do you not see the sell signal? Let's go back at 9 a.m. Let's say you would have came back an hour, and that's what I suggest you do. You come back an hour, that candle wouldn't have been there. So you would have looked at, you would have been looking at it up here. So yeah, if you would have came up here, I highly advise you come at least an hour or so before. Yeah, and then when you come an hour or so before, you would have seen up here. Let me bring it. Price was over the top Bollinger Band. And it's around 60, 70-ish on the RSI, which is my super stochastic TDI down here. And if you look at the MACD, it was looking like it was trying to turn down. So that was the indication we were looking for, that a sell could possibly happen. So that would have let us know to be on the lookout for a sell. So like I said, that was that sell signal on an instant. It was well beyond 40 pips. So it could have been 400 or 460 pips. But it definitely shot down. Definitely shot down. So let's go look at another news day and try to see if we can find that signal as well. Alright, so if we look over, we got Tuesday. It's a job openings. Forecast was 9.74 million. Previous was 9.9 million. Job openings, right? In order to get a job, in order for a company to be able to have positions to hire employees, they have to receive a large lump sum of money. All right? A large lump sum of money means an increase in that company's value. Luckily, this company is the Euro USD or US dollar. So the US dollar, or this company who was given almost $10 million in US dollars, should have spiked. So we're going to look at the USD pairs at Tuesday at 10 a.m. to see if we got a buy signal. And had you would have came to the chart at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, May 2nd, you would have seen that price was hovering under the bottom Bollinger Band. You would have also seen that the MACD line changed from green to red down there below. And if you look down here, you can also see that price was low. It was low. Got a buy signal May 2nd, 10 a.m. Just like I said. Was about 400 pips. Plus, actually, if you count the extra candle. About 600 pips. So like I said, if you prepare and you understand the news, you can prepare for it and capitalize off it. So let's go look at another news day. Now, Wednesday, May 3rd was a very interesting day, all right? So if you look at it, it's a ADP non-farm employment change, right? Cool. ADP is a card processing service here in America where a lot of employers deposit our checks. So, like I said, let's take that back just a couple seconds. ADP is a card company that allows companies to deposit our paychecks onto them. So that means every such and such day, this company gets money. That means what? Their dollar goes up. Their value as a company goes up. So that means that the market would go up. We got that at 8:15 in the morning, which is true. So let's go look at Wednesday 3rd and look at 8:15 in the morning. All right. So if you come over here to May 3rd, 8 a.m. This is where you would have prepared yourself at, right? You would have came over May 3rd, 8 a.m. Signal calls for 8:15. That's the next candle. If you look at the next candle, it's a sell candle, which means my bias was wrong. But in preparation, I would have been right and still would have caught this. Because look, price is at the top of a Bollinger Band near news. It does one of two things, right? It could buy or sell. But we know the Bollinger Band tell us what? Overbought and oversold ranges. Price was near, and if you see, it was exhausting near its overbought range. That would have led me to believe, to understand that price might push down. And now that I understand the economics behind the news, ADP now means sell signals. Look at that sell signal. Let's try to zoom in on that. This was the sell signal. Try to get you to the top. Right there. Right at the top of that candle. Sell signal. You would have caught all of that just in the 8:15 news. In 15 minutes, you would have caught that candle. In 15 minutes. Let's go look at some other news here at the same day and see how the news affected the market. At 10 a.m., ISM services, they projected a 51 increase when last year they had 52. They really got 51.9. So that means that was a buy signal. So now I'm going to tell you why we may have taken a deeper loss on the ADP. Let's look into the graph here. And if you hit the graph on the ADP, it'll show you that it was a sell signal. So we're going to exit the graph and we're going to see what happened. All right. Source, it affected greater than the forecast. It said it was good for currency. It was good for currency because it was a trap. It sunk and then it brought itself back up. So it would have snatched everybody's money, or everybody would have caught that trade and got out. So like I said, usually 2 days ahead of the government. Job creation is an important leading indicator in consumer spending. Okay, so in consumer spending, ADP analyzes payroll data for more than 225 million workers. All right, so you can see it may have been green, but it meant consumer spending. So although they got 296,000, the people, I want to say the consumers of ADP spent that 296,000, meaning we took that new 296,000 off our cards. So now I'm understanding the news. Okay, so let's get back. ISM services. ISM. Let's figure out what ISM is. ISM is a non-manufacturing PMI, non-manufacturing report on business. Okay, it is a leading indicator of economic health, which business react quickly to the market conditions and purchasing. And they're purchasing. That's a buy signal. So at 10 a.m., we should be going to go look for a buy signal on Wednesday. Let's go look. 9:45 a.m., you would have came over here on the charts and you would have prepped yourself. What is price telling us? Price is at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, right? Price is at the bottom of the Bollinger Band, meaning that it is in oversold territories. You can even look down at the RSI. It's tapping that green line, means to expect a buy. If you even look down at the advanced MACD, you can see that the color line changed from red to green. Those were soft indications to jump in your position, all right? And you would have caught the 10 o'clock signal. Look at that. Massive pips. People come in here and they trade all day, ups and downs, ups and downs. If you just trade news, you get what you want. I just trade news. Yeah, I can come in here and scalp and hover between 10 and 20 pips per trade and balance out between 50 trades even. but I can be on a higher percentage of win rate, let alone if I just follow the news. So let's just finish the week out, and then, you know, we got a helpful photo we want to talk about. I'm going to sign everybody out and send you on your day. So let's go ahead and jump back at it. That's the 10 a.m. signal. Let's go look at another signal here. All right, at 2 p.m., we had two types of newses, but it was really one. It was the FOMC statement, and that was generated under the federal government. So federal funds were at stake there. All right, they were expecting 5.25% increase. Previous year, they had 5%. So they actually got the 5.25%. So let's go look at it. It has a star on its box. See, it said FF notice star. See it up at the top? It says source set a target range of 5% to 5.25%, which is an increase, right? Which is an increase, meaning that might possibly be a buy signal too. But let's read on to it and understand exactly what this is. All right, so the interest rate, which positively leads overnight, is actually greater than good. It was scheduled 8 times per year. Okay, the data price into the market tends to. Let's see if we can find us a key word here. All right, indicators, short-term current say valuation. Traders must also indicate merely FOMC members vote on where to set the target rate, which votes are published. So it don't necessarily say, but I see some focus words here. Short-term interest rates are the paramount factor in currency valuation. Sorry, this word is killing me. But short-term interest rates. An interest rate is an expectancy of something on return. All right. So let's say I was to loan you $5 and say, hey, I need interest. Every day that went on, I was expected to receive interest. So I can take that as a soft buy signal. That's another soft confirmation of a soft buy signal. So let's go look at what it said here. Wednesday, May 3rd at 2 p.m. and see if we got a buy signal. You would have came back on this chart May 3rd at 13:35, which would have been 2:45 in the afternoon, right? What is that? It's in the middle. It's hovering. Yes, cool. But what did the MACD tell us? MACD went from green to red. Soft buy. Then, as well as, you are near the range line on the RSI, so that means to expect something. It can range, it can consolidate, it can move. You can also see that it looks like it's kind of pushing. If you just look at the candles, right? You see a lower lower low to the left, then you got a lower high to the right of it. Means what? That this price could push up. Look at the buy signal. May 3rd, 2 o'clock. Buy signal. Look at that candle. That candle actually set the high for this day. Look at that candle. It opened. Let me see. I'm trying to get myself at a decent point. Let's just say 500. And it shot all the way to 900. That's 400 pips. That's 500 pips. That's 400 pips. Yeah. 400 pips. Easy. Shoot. 15 minutes. In and out. In and out. 15 minutes. Let's go look at another day. Try to get some more news in. I'm trying to teach you guys and women as much as I possibly can. All right. So if you're soaking this information in, make sure you like and subscribe and tell me down in the comment section what helped you. All right. So like I said, it's all about keywords. Trade your currency from where you're from. I trade your USD because my currency here is USD. Why would I trade euros if I don't know anything about euros or their government? I know my government. I know how we live. So I trade and I stand by that. And that's why I stick to the news, because news don't affect the market in a way people would think, like, oh, it shuts things down. No, it actually opens doors and gives us opportunities. So let's go ahead and look into the next news date. All right, we're going to try to speed through these videos really, really fast because they're just the openings of Thursday and Friday for the London session. No, for the New York session. I'm sorry. So, unemployment claims. Let me try to see if I can segregate. Okay, yeah, there we go. Unemployment claims on Thursday, and we got employee hourly earnings, and then say non-farm employment change. I don't know what Friday meant. Friday's a trap day, so we're gonna watch out for that. So employment claims. Let's just go into that file. All right. When we file unemployment, we basically call a number to our IRS or unemployment office, and we let them know that we would like to receive the funds from our accounts that they took from us for the last 18 months of employment. Right? You have to have 20 weeks. That 20 weeks is hours, which is 6 months, 7 months, however you roll it up. But yeah, so like I said, think about it from the ADP perspective. The government got the money, which gave them an increase, and then they gave it to us. I see a sell signal here. All right. So I'm expecting it to be a sell signal. But let's try to see if we can find some keywords. It's a jobless, which means lack of money. And claims, which means people have to claim to receive something. All right. Although it is generally viewed as a lagging indicator, so this would be a moving average. The number of employed people is an important signal of overall economic health. All right, and it's solely because the consumer spending is highly correlated with labor market conditions. Unemployment is also a major consideration to those steering the country's monetary policy. Okay, so without unemployment, we would be dead. So let's go look at 8:30 in the morning on a Thursday at May 4th to see if we got a sell signal. By good golly, you would have gotten here at 7:45 in the morning and prepped yourself like you would have normally, and you would have done the exact same thing. Price was at the top of the Bollinger Band, which means what? It was overbought. It was in overbought ranges. Price needs to consolidate. All right. Look down at the RSI, stochastic TDI. Price was hovering near two red lines, which is the overbought and the overbought range territory. It had to pull back down. And then if you look at the MACD, it did what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Down in the comment section, you tell me on May 4th at 8:30 a.m. what the MACD did. And if you comment it right, then I will, help you out. Bless your day. Meet me in Telegram and we'll talk about it. So look at the candle. 8:30 a.m. You got a sell signal. Look at that. 8:15. 8:45. 8:30 was the candle before this. You would have missed the first initial candle at 8 a.m. But you would have caught these two. You would have still caught 200, 300 pips. It's dope, right? Dope. Dope. So let's go look at another day. Let's go look at Friday. We're not even going to go over Friday 8:30. This is how I do this. Skip. Friday, May 5th at 8:30. Wait. At 8:30. It's 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Price shows us nothing. All right. So let's come down to 8:15. Price is at the bottom Bollinger Band. It closed under the bottom Bollinger Band. That's a 65-70% signal that price is going to continue. At 8:30, price continued. You could have followed trend here. Didn't get a signal, but you could have followed trend here. I guarantee you that at maybe, let's see, if I drop down to the lower time frame to the 1 minute, we could find where we are. Let me say this says May 8th. Let's find May 5th. Let's find May 5th at 8:30. May 5th, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8:26. 8:23, price was overbought. You would have looked at it and you would have seen it at the Bollinger Band. You would have seen it outside of the Bollinger Band. You would have seen that it closed inside of the Bollinger Band, which gave you a massive signal to enter a sell. Here at what it says, trying to get a little bit at 8:25. 8:25. It crossed under the stochastic TDI, and as well the advanced MACD changed to color red, which would have given you even more indication to jump into this signal. We'd have jumped into this signal here at, give me a minute, I'm trying to zoom. You would have jumped in the signal here at, news popped at 8:30, so you could have came in at 8:29. You could have jumped in at that 8:20 mark, 8:15 mark, and sold. And you would have got a massive, it went from, 400 pips. That's easy. It's just that simple, guys. It's just that simple. You got to understand your economy of where you live, and then you come to the news and you correlate that to how you live. Understand it, and you can profit. So let's go into the next picture and get you guys out of here. I thank you for watching the video and supporting me, because without your support, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. So thank you. Let's go ahead into our motivation. All right, and today's topic is going to be about, are you trading the wrong way? All right, are you staring at the charts all day? Are you trading with fear or being greedy? Are you focusing only on the small time frames? Heck, are you ignoring your trading plan and taking random setups? Risking way too much and getting emotional in these trades? And you're not journaling none of these trades, right? Yeah, you're trading the wrong way. Everything on this screen, you need to do the exact opposite, all right? You don't need to be staring at the charts all day. You need to be staring at the charts at the selected times of the news events or the selected times that you can trade, all right? You do not need to trade with fear, all right, as of fear of missing out, all right? Because positions come and go, money come and go, dollar gets spent, dollar get earned. Remember that. And greed, if you do this and you get consistent and you become profitable, you will become very wealthy. I'm not saying the R word because we don't use it here because it's temporary. You become very, very wealthy. Discipline yourself, become consistently on whatever you do, and that will bring you those profits. All right, you only focusing on small time frames. You don't even know what the market really doing. Go to the higher time frame and understand where market is, what it's been doing the last few days. If it's in an uptrend, then you need to be focusing on what to do during the uptrend, reversals, breakouts, and uptrend. You know what I mean, people. Come on, higher time frames are king. They let you know what you got to do as well as news. All right, and if you're ignoring your trading plan as well as just taking random setups, you need to just delete the app. All right, but you created that trading plan because you needed to prosper, because you were focused. Stay focused. Stop taking them random setups. Start taking them setups you train to see, you train to prep yourself for, and start capitalizing on those moves. And then let's get these profits. All right. And then if you're risking way too much, my friend, it takes us back to point 2 with greed. Listen, consistent profits don't mean consistently risking. You start off small and it becomes something big. What happens if you throw a small snowball down at the top of a snowy mountain? By the time it gets to the end of that mountain, it's gonna be a mountain. Start off small, work your way big, stay consistent, and I'm telling you, those profits will be there. All right, and if you're not like headstrong, which are a lot of us aren't these days, you're gonna get emotional behind taking these losses of these trades, $2, $3, $4, $500 to thousands. You're gonna take losses, manage your risk to where it's a comfortable amount. Let's say you got $100 you're trading, right? And you're like, I can't take no more than $5 loss. $5 is your comfortable point. At $5, we cut every trade. We don't care what happens. We cut every trade. And then on top of that, if we only trade twice a day and we lost those 2 trades, walk away. Simple as that. No emotions. You got to have no emotions in this game because it will whip you on your backside. All right? And if you're not journaling your trades, I'm not too big on this myself. I need to get on this because this lets me know which days I had bad days, why I had bad days on those bad days, as well as what I was thinking, what I was doing, how I was feeling, and what time I started. You need to journal all this stuff because it helps you backlog into previous mistakes that you can either A, teach somebody to learn from and be better than, or A, you can remember and learn from yourself and be better than. So I hope I got you in this video. I hope you learned something from this video. This video, I tried to make sure I packed it with gems. I tried to make sure I didn't keep you guys long. If it is a long video, I am truly sorry because knowledge is key, and keys in this world are power. And I just gave you a lot of power. So if you do nothing with it, then I guess what? You're powerless. Don't be powerless, my friend. Let's be powerful. Take in all of this knowledge and let's get wealthy together. God bless everybody. I love you all. Make sure you eat healthy. Make sure you stay blessed. Make sure you kiss your loved ones and tell your enemies you love them, because although they are your haters and your enemies, they still got love in their heart. God bless, people.